It's Barnes and Leslie. We are your Morning X. Tonight is the night, the 99X Brouhaha. It is sold out if you're lucky enough to have tickets. $1,000 awaits you for the best costume. We'll see you at the Tabernacle. All hands on. Everybody will be there tonight from 99X, and we hope to see you. Also, I want to try... Well, never mind. We'll get to it in a minute.
What's your prediction on the costume contest?
Oh.
The biggest... No. I mean... What is going to be the number one costume?
I mean, Menendez brothers.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, Taylor Swift is a gimme for women.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Taylor and Travis, yeah. Okay.
Let's get into some sleaze. Celebrity Sleaze with Leslie Fram.
Wow. Nicole Kidman says she had to pause filming her movie Baby Girl because she didn't want to orgasm anymore. I hate doing this is what she said.
Said no woman ever.
She was so turned on while filming that she had to put on the brakes. She plays this powerful businesswoman who risks her career and family life to have a passionate affair with a much younger intern. That's kind of been the theme of her last few shows, right?
Well, it's almost every show. We said if she can hold up a glass of wine and get naked, she's in.
She said it became too much because she had to fake all these orgasms. There were times when we were shooting where I was like, I don't want to orgasm anymore. This is too much.
She was faking the orgasms.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I read that literally, like she was actually having...
No, she was faking, but she kept saying, don't get near me. Can you imagine?
Now, I wonder if Keith Urban, when she gets home, he's like, hey, babe, are you going to keep doing movies like this? That's a pretty good Keith Urban, I think.
You have to wonder. I know he's so cool about it. I guess, what's it like him watching her on screen doing this,
It's got to be very strange.
Wow.
I'd love to interview him and just have it about that because there have been so many instances where she puts it out there.
Chris Cornell's daughter slamming the quote-unquote disgusting TMZ for sharing photos of Liam Payne's death scene. Now, she's 20 now, but she had this long statement, Barnes, about when she was 12. Here's part of her statement. In the wake of Liam Payne's tragic passing, I feel compelled to speak about the disgusting, distressing photos. She goes on and on. Having seen those photos, I can't help but reflect on my own experience when graphic images of my father's death were all published by TMZ. She went on to say she was 12. She stumbled on those pictures while scrolling through her iPad, and how traumatizing it was and still is today. And she says they kept those photos up there.
I don't remember Chris Cornell death photos being on the internet, but...
Yeah, she said they were.
Wow, that's sad.
And then she said that it breaks her heart to think about Liam Payne's 7-year-old son, Bear.
It really is irresponsible of TMZ to do that.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
But they knew. I mean, look, Harvey Levin's a lawyer. He knows what he's doing. They put him on, and then they quickly retract him.
Then they took him down, then everybody's talking about it.
Yep.
Here's another disgusting story. This one's going to make you sick to your stomach again. Diddy is accused of drugging his personal trainer and passing him around to celebrities. Apparently, he drugged him with GHB, and, he was sort of incapacitated, and he just remembers going into this room, celebrities, businessmen, all kinds of people, and being, quote-unquote, passed around. Unbelievable.
Have you seen all the stories floating around that it's Jamie Foxx that started this whole thing against Diddy? Have you seen that?
I thought it was Wendy Williams from years ago.
It's popping up everywhere. Something to do with when he was ill in Atlanta.
Really?
Don't quote me, but just go look for it. It's everywhere. People talking about how Diddy was the first one that Jamie Foxx went to the feds.
Wow.
And that this started this whole thing. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I'm seeing it more and more.
Wow.
Same with the CEO from, the big store that just got busted. What was it called? Abercrombie & Fitch.
Oh, yes. That's a huge story.
Yeah, how he was just directly recruiting male models. Like basically, you come in here and you do what we want and we're going to make you famous.
So disgusting.
It's awful.
We talked about Cardi B the other day, but she canceled her performance due to a medical emergency in Atlanta. She was supposed to play at the One Music Fest this weekend. She revealed she'd been hospitalized due to a recent medical emergency. A lot of fans are expressing concern for her health. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I did. That's weird timing, how this whole big story about her kids and she's ready to kill everybody, and now she's in the hospital.
How crazy is that?
One day later.
Bruce Springsteen reflecting on life amid his wife's cancer battle. They have been out and about. They had the LA premiere of Road Diary, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, opening up about how both of them now, because of her, her diagnosis with cancer, both of them questioning their mortality. When people get sick, that's the first thing they talk about, right? And speaking of Bruce, did you see this Hank Azaria singing Bruce Springsteen?
I did. I don't understand what was it for?
Okay, well, Hank Azaria and the Easy Street Band, his band, played a version of Born to Run where Hank sang as some of the Simpsons characters. Hank's band will play the Stone Pony in Asbury Park in November on the 15th if you're in Jersey. But he did Moe, comic book guy, Snake, Professor Frink, the Sea Captain, Cletus Duffman, Chief Wiggum, and he ends with his take on Bruce Springsteen.
It's a death trap. It's a suicide. We gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to ride. Oh yes, girl, we were.
Wow, that's awful.
Now you know what Hank Azaria is doing, Barnes, with his Easy Street Band.
I cannot get my 40 seconds back of my life from that.
This always happens when someone wins a huge award and they get up and they just go blank and they forget about thanking the most important people in their lives. Sometimes it's their wife or their husband or whatever. This one was Dave Matthews. He went, I've never seen him do this before, and he even said, I don't normally do this. He went on Instagram. He forgot to thank his longtime manager, Corin Capshaw, of 30 years, when he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But I have to point out, he made a big deal about not writing down his speech.
He did.
And so, Dave, all fairness,
Ta-da.
We were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is so bizarre because of being surrounded by all those timeless, incredible people, and felt a little bit like an imposter. Very grateful for it. Thank you to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I tell you that my heart was pounding out of my chest when we finished playing, and then we had to go up. I had to go up and say thank you. But I didn't stick to my script because the reason there were certain things that I wanted to say. I mean, how many times did you hear that I bartended at Miller's? I forgot to talk about my manager, Corin, even if just to mention his name, Corin Capshaw. The reason it matters so much to me is because I don't think there's a single chance in the world that this band would still be together if it wasn't for Corin. I don't think we'd be where we are if it wasn't for Corin. The first time my mother met Corin, my mother said, you can trust Corin because he has sad eyes, which is true enough. Don't let those sad eyes fool you. You're not going to pull anything over on him.
Very nice, Dave Matthews. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.